The year is 1849. You stand on the muddy, chaos-ridden shores of Yerba Buena Cove. The air is thick with the promise of easy wealth, the cacophony of 1,000 languages, and the stench of human refuse. Men flocked to the docks, selling everything to secure passage, believing the ship itself would be their ticket to a new life. They arrived in San Francisco Bay loaded with men, supplies, but the most striking sight on this frantic waterfront wasn't the miners. It was the spectacular yet tragic armada floating just offshore. An estimated 5, they were the unwitting casualties of the gold rush, a vast, beautiful, and utterly useless ghost fleet. And their story is a raw, factual testament to the intoxicating fever of boom. When James Marshall first spotted those glittering flakes in the American River in 1848, he ignited a mass psychological phenomenon. To reach California, the quickest route was by sea. Sailing around the treacherous, men flocked to the docks, selling everything to secure passage, believing the ship itself would be their ticket to a new life. They arrived in San Francisco Bay, loaded with men, supplies, and dreams. But as soon as the anchor dropped, a strange and crippling paralysis took hold. The crews, from the hardened captains to the lowliest cabin boys, looked at the gold-bearing hills and saw a more enticing future than a meager sailor. The promise of $16 a month became laughable when compared to the potential of $16 a day digging for gold. Within hours, they abandoned their posts. Captains were powerless. The few who stayed quickly realized they were guarding a useless hulk. The ships, many of them pristine and barely months out of dry dock, were simply left to rot, creating a sprawling, silent nautical cemetery. But the year 1849 was a perpetual emergency. Lumber was scarce, construction was impossible, and the demand for housing, storage, and wharves was insatiable. The muddy tidal flats of Yerba Buena Cove were completely unsuitable for a port.